road to World Cup is on, and today we featured France national team, the 1998 World Cup winners. Can they go ahead and do it this season? But they have a young team. Welcome back to the touchline here on Y254. Starting with the word touch, you can get in contact with us through 22162. Now, we move ahead and talk about a football tournament that happened here in the country at the Staré Boys Center, and it was all about family planning awareness. But this time round, the tournament was called Form Niboli. It is the first time that it was held here in the country. Before we engage the team that won that one and also the tournament director, let's go ahead and listen into some of the features that came out of the Form Niboli football tournament.
Today we're having the Form Nigani football 7-a-side tournament, which is organized by people who are supporting the family planning. We're trying to promote and create awareness about the need and the importance of planning your family.
So we have corporate teams, we have social teams, we have different neighborhood teams, and also have just teams which have been formed specifically for this tournament.
What's really fantastic about it is that in every team there has to be 3 female players, and the reason we're doing this is on purpose, so that men can take responsibility when it comes to family planning. There's always this idea that when a woman gets pregnant, she should have been responsible for it, that, you know, she knows her cycle and she knows when she's safe and when she's not. But the campaign is also to encourage men to take responsibility when it comes to planning a family and also planning their sexual activities, so that they know exactly what it feels like to be a woman and to be pregnant. Because, you know, the notion always goes like, if a man was pregnant, if men used to get pregnant, then family planning would be free, and they would definitely take precaution. So since we are the ones who bear the brunt when it comes to being pregnant and rearing the child, we also want men to take the responsibility from the very beginning. 56 teams are participating in 2 different pitches. We've got kids who've come in the kids play area. They're having a fantastic time, and it's a great day out in the sun. For Myango family planning, I think that if you're going to have sex, you should be responsible. You should know the consequences of it. You should be of the right age, and you should know your safe days.
So we're just trying to use a youthful and creative way of disseminating that information. In the journey of life, you can only win it when you plan your family well, when you plan to have, you know, as kids that you can help grow in the best, you can help raise in the best way possible.
That is the Form Niboli football tournament that happened at the Staré Boys Center. Now here in studio, we are lucky to have the assistant captain of the team that won that tournament, Sharon Achieng from Madrid FC. We also have Daniel Maloba Otiato, Captain Madrid FC. I was actually wondering if the football producer Edwin Maloba, the former Madara United guy, is your brother. He's not.
He's not my brother, but as Malobas,
yeah,
we are all brothers.
Yeah.
Because all of us come from Kisa.
And the famous Robo, the man who is in charge of Kotbiro, is here with us with the tournament. He's actually the tournament director of this tournament. Is actually called Robert Ochola. Vipi bana, karibu Y254.
Yeah, thank you very much for hosting us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm very good.
Yeah.
The weather is good. We're feeling good. Form ni ball, iko poa. Kimuza form ni gani, everything is good.
Form ni ball, man.
Yes.
Seems you're becoming an expert in doing these football tournaments to a very good level, from Kotbiro, the success of Kotbiro, now to Form ni ball. You have gained a good experience now.
Yeah, it's all about commitment. It's all about tact. It's all about planning.
Yes.
It's all, you know, when you plan for your future well,
yes,
you act well, and then the success is there. So the people are there who are supporting us, the teams, the funds. We're looking for sponsors there and there also to come in, and the media also is with us. You know, Y254,
yes,
Touchline has been our brothers throughout the journey, and that's why we're saying we are headed towards success.
That's what we can offer. Sharon, I thought ulikuwa kwa ndege kwenda Rwanda bwana, ama wewe unatoka after show?
Yeah, tuko na mheshimiwa Sakaja, so tunasafiri ndege pia, si vitu tumezoea saa. Sina pressure. Nimeona tukuje tupeane pia information kuhusu kitu ilifanyika last weekend, which is a very important thing. Then tomorrow morning 1 hour 45 minutes tutaonana live Rwanda.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Robo, you are the tournament director of Fomniboli. What is Fomniboli all about?
Yeah, Fomniboli is part of a movement called Fomnigani. The movement basically brings together a young, creative Kenyans. You know, we look at our future and we are like, hey, we need to plan about our future. And we need to make informed and decisions, and then get people to start thinking about what the future holds for them. And family planning is part of that. When you plan well, when you plan your family well, definitely you'll have a good future. You know, Fomnigani basically is slang for, you know, what's the plan.
Yes.
So that's what we are going to do. And Fomnibol, when you look at football, in order for you to win, you have to plan how you're going to move from the group stages all the way to lifting the trophy. So that's why we called it Fomnibol, you know. And we brought around 56 teams together at Starehe Boys Center. No, in fact, there were 58 teams. We even had to lock out around 50 teams.
Wow.
The demand for participation was very high, from corporate teams, social teams, neighborhood teams. You know, teams were coming from all over. We had teams from Kiringiti in Kiambu. We had teams from Kajiado all coming in to participate in the tournament.
Yes.
Yeah, and not only to play football, but they also wanted to be part of the message. You know, they want to listen, to know what we were discussing. You know, we had gentlemen playing with expectant dummy kids.
Yes.
So they were interested in knowing, like, what's that all about? Is it preparing us men for the future, whereby when tumekula sana kitambi natokea?
What was the message behind?
What's the message behind? So we told them the message. We just want us gentlemen to feel and how our ladies feel when they're expectant. That's why all men had to play with the dummy kid.
David, your team won this one. Madrid FC was the team that won the trophy for this tournament. First, what are your thoughts and how do you feel winning the first time you had this tournament?
It was beyond belief. Because imagine out of 56 teams, it was beyond belief.
Yes.
Because imagine out of 56 teams, being the best, being the top. It was a very big achievement.
Now, this is a family planning initiative, and many people, when they hear family planning, they associate it with the ladies. You, as a footballer who was there in this tournament, what did you gain from Fomnigani football tournament?
First important thing is the awareness.
Yes.
The awareness of family planning. Because I'm also a family man. You need to plan yourself. So important thing was the awareness of family planning.
Sharon?
Yeah.
My boys walijazika na hii form ama waliyepea?
Mwanzo walikuwa tunauliza mambo ya awards nini. You know, the first time you attend a function, or I mean, everybody is curious to know the end results of this. So, but the time walikuwa wanaona pia madem vile tuna showcase talents zetu, they were interested in knowing why ile bidii tuko tumeweka sana, and we thank the organizers for also doing that. This is something that's never been done in Kenya. You know, you cannot organize a tournament, then you give us equal numbers as the men. So it was a great achievement. So machali walikuwa the dummy staffs, they're there to just show them the journey we always go through. Kama walicheza nao for only 7 minutes, and some of them are throwing them out, some of them are just pulling them, you know, the frustration. So that is, I think that's the message the Fomnibol initiative wanted to pass to them. I mean, you don't just peana pregnancies as you walk around, yani kuzipost ni kama poster tu kwa, no, it's not easy walking around that thing. So it's something that should be cost shared, you know, the way you can unaweza share na msebilia, you know. So these guys, I mean, they got the message nicely, and come the second day, which wasn't in their plans, we had to play the second day because of the weather.
Yes.
Seriousness ilikuwa, then we got more fans kwa hiyo function more than the previous day, because ile message ilikuwa shafika home na ile interest ya kwa na watu na hiyo, which is a good thing. Those people who never came on Saturday they received the message nicely on Sunday. So it was a good initiative, if you ask me. Yeah.
What about the Kenyans? Have they taken this well? Because the first time you had it, you're pushing it to the people, more so the men. Did they take it well?
Yeah, at the onset, we did an exhibition match before we started, so that we could make posters to disseminate information and awareness about the tournament itself.
Yes.
So guys were like, why do we have to play with the dummy kid? Is this really football?
Yes.
So there was a little bit of apprehension about how it was going to come through. But once we disseminated it through different mediums and people got to know more about it, there was interest, and the interest went high. So during the day, chit-chatting with guys around, and they're like, so this is how women feel, this is how ladies feel. Then somebody's like, I'll only want 1 or 2 kids, then I'm done. Instead of, the Malobas are famed for having 12 kids in one
family.
In one family.
Yes.
Yeah, so in fact, we had a discussion with him during one of the matches. He was holding, his hip and like, the tongue was protruding like, if this is what ladies go through, then 2 or 3 are maximum for me.
Yes.
And the good thing is, and this is historical, for the first time, like Sharon said, we had both ladies and gentlemen playing in a single team.
Yes.
As equals. In most tournaments, you have a ladies edition and a gentleman's edition.
Yes.
But this one, you had them both playing in one single team. They had to sit down and plan everything about the team together.
Yes.
There was no greater player than the other. They were all equals. And to me, I can relate that to what families are supposed to do. And I think that was a good takeaway for most of the teams, because they had to go back, even when you go back home to your spouse, now you have to look at them as equals, and then you decide on how many kids you're going to have, which schools they're going to go to. It was if you look at it even in a bigger way, it's part of the greater equality discourse, where people, families, ladies, gentlemen look at each other as equals. For the first time we broke some cultural barriers. We had a full Somali team coming to play. Yes. Yeah, they don't even, the ladies and gentlemen in the Somali community, they don't even mix. Yes. Even when eating, they eat separately. But this time they played in a single team. You could see the way together. Together. You could see the way they're communicating. That was a very, very major achievement for us. We finally broke 2 barriers, cultural and also the family planning discourse. It's usually the man going impregnating the wife, and then the wife carries the pregnancy 9 months. 3 months later, the wife is pregnant again. the men don't feel, the burden.
Yes.
Yeah, but this time around, they felt something about it. They had to run around with the expectancy kit. Everything they did together also with the ladies. So I think we had a great discussion, and the approval for the whole tournament and the whole idea and the whole movement was good.
David, Madrid FC, was it formed solely for Ngani football, or you are just going now with the message, spreading it to the masses? Madrid FC, you are formed, you went to the Ngani football tournament, you have won the tournament, you have the message now. Are you still giving it to the masses outside there, to the people outside there, or now Madrid is broken?
No, Madrid cannot be broken, because one thing, Madrid is a social team.
Yes.
So after we won the Ngani ball tournament, it brought a very great awareness all over the country.
Yes.
Congratulations and everything. So what we are planning next, with the little money that we got during the tournament, some of the money we are going to use it to prepare for future tournaments. Another amount we gave out to ourselves.
Yes.
And some amount we are going to have a party tomorrow, even including you people. We welcome you, the supporters and everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sharon,
yes.
What do you have to say?
I wanted to help my brother. This Madrid team is basically, composed of hustlers, not that the other hustler, not the trading hustler. Now we usually sell mitumba clothes, and we usually meet in Kikomba. Watu wa look, you know, if you say in mtaa watu wa look, we know each other. Yeah, so we know each other from the Mtumba side. So we decided, guys, we have this thing here, so can we register and just come up with a team? If we make it, well and good. If we don't, so long as we get the message, and I mean, just the awareness is there. So we came up, we formed it, and again, everybody was chipping in. Everybody was giving out ideas of what we need to do. Like today, madem tuna strike. Kesho, game next, madem tuna piga nje, tunacheza nje, majamani ndo mnashoot, you know, the agreement, like my brothers just said. It was, I mean, I enjoyed every moment of it because my point was being taken positively for the first time. Somebody else's point was taken positively until some point they are telling me, sasa nataka mdem ndo enda shike kwa post, you know. They saw the possibility in coexistence and just joining hands together, and so we did it successfully, and through prayers as well. We made it to the finals, and ilikuwa tu ni miraculous because if you saw those guys we were playing against, unaona wase wakichange, unasema hapa tutafungwa 2 kama ni kidogo sana. Then you just emerge successfully. Yani the way you just sit down and agree, guys, we have a purpose in this pitch and this match, let's win each and every match of ours. So after we won it, we subdivided the money the way said. So we're organizing tomorrow's party, not purposefully just to eat, but to agree on what we're going to do with the remnant of the money.
Robo, one thing I've come to realize with you organizing tournaments is that you're able to manage to attract crowds into these tournaments. From Kotbiro, you get crowds coming to the matches, and you're breaking a barrier which is now more than what the Kenyan football fraternity here in Kenya is doing, and that's what many people and most football stakeholders are struggling to get. We cannot manage a crowd in a Kenya Premier League match. How do you do this? Because when you look at the crowd at Fomu Nibol and Fomu Nigani initiative was bigger than a crowd in a Kenya Premier League match. How do you manage to do this?
There's some secret charms I was given by my grandmother.
Yes.
But it's about being genuine.
Yes.
You know, when you're genuine and honest with the teams, especially the players, you know, you get the love back. When you respect each and every fan that comes to the event, you know, between any ground that you're hosting a tournament, you get the same respect back. And they'll come today, they'll come tomorrow, and they'll continue coming, and they'll urge other people to come.
Yes.
You know, and then when you assure them, they'll get value, you know, for their time there. Because most of our events, people don't pay to come into to watch. As much as people want to, hey, we can pay so that you can bring this and this, or you can bring a tent, because our grounds are open field. But they're usually like, hey, this thing is so good. You know, we are treated very well. You know, nobody's harassed. Even when the cops are there, they're just there for show.
Yes.
Nobody's harassed. You know, there's a lot of genuinity and respect between me, my fellow organizers, and everyone else who's participating, all other stakeholders, be it the media. We keep them well.
Yes.
But the problem with the Kenyan football, the others, is that nobody cares about the other. You know, teams are not being paid, players are not being paid, and at the end, you know, nothing comes out of it. It's all negativity. But with what we do, we keep it real with them. We tell them, hey, this time it's not about money. It's an awareness about family planning. So if you want to be a part of it, you're most welcome, and we'll really appreciate it. If you don't want to be a part of it, then you can come as a fan. And then with that, you see, hey, this guy is genuine, and let's be part of it in one way or another, either as a fan or as a player. And that's how we manage to pull in people, just being honest. If there's some money to be won, like with the tournament, it wasn't much, but we told them, we have 100,000. And they were like, no, first let's get the message, then we can get the token after. And that's what happened, you know. And that's how we even managed to pull in teams from the Somali community.
Yes. Finally, what's next for this initiative? Are we going to have other tournaments taking it to other towns, or what is the plan now?
Yeah, you know, with all movements, we want this to be, I want my son one day to feel to be a part of this movement.
Yes.
Because we don't want it to be a one-off. That's why it's not a campaign or any, it's a movement. Something that will be always be there, you know. So we want to move it to other counties. Yeah, we want to see what we can do in different other counties. Next weekend we'll be in Bungoma. You know, in Bungoma there's a lot of love. I think Maloba comes from Bungoma.
Yes.
There's a lot of love for bicycles.
Yes.
So we'll organize a bicycle race there. And before or even after that, also we can organize 2 teams and play some matches there. And we want to take it to around the country. Yeah, we want the message to spread to each and every corner. Because if you do it in Nairobi and forget the rest, the rest will never remember or talk about your movement. And that's how movements die. We want somebody in Marsabit, in Lamu, in Moyale to know about Form Nigani. We want each and every part, especially men. We want men to be aware of different family planning methods. We don't want ladies like in Sharon going to the clinic and then I end and I'm about which types of contraceptives to use. We want even men to forget only about condoms, to realize there are other family planning methods. And mind you, family planning is also in the Constitution. It's enshrined in the Constitution. So we need to make more people aware of it and make people, especially men, be aware of different family planning methods and the opportunities that come with it. It's our future, man.
Maloba, you were there as a man. What else can you tell other men who are not in that tournament about family planning?
What I can tell other men is that important thing during this family planning tournament was the awareness. Because most of us guys, tunaitwaga inshengo nasema wasio. Yani wasio watujali, wasiojali. So the message that I can pass to the other men, at least try. Try very much to saidie our wenzetu when it comes to family.
Sharon, madam, utawaambia kama boys hawezi kubali kwenda clinic na mimi akae kando vipi?
Isikuwe vita. Yes, I mean to learn systems, to apply systems za coexist kwa nyumba. It's always good to lay low and just talk things out as a family. Hakuna pull muscles, just when you sit down and agree, everything will just flow. So family planning is just under that name, planning, and you can't plan something alone and somebody else brought into your stomach. So just learn how to coexist and discuss vitu kama familia. It's always good.
Well, we have to appreciate Sharon Acheng, Assistant Captain Madrid FC, and David Maloba, Captain Madrid FC, who are here for Form Nigani Football Tournament. Tournament Director Robert Ochola Robo is our very good friend and also who is here for the tournament. And also you have to appreciate Anyeko Owoko PR. She's the one who managed to bring all these people here for the touchline today. We'll be right back for the fan zone, but for now, Form Nigani is what you should be learning about, and family planning is what everybody should be knowing about.